Okay, we are here to talk about a wonderful business opportunity by name Kompwnd. Before I start this presentation, I want to officially welcome those that returned from the Dubai event we've been talking about all this while. We carried along over 20 persons to Dubai, and by the special grace of God, I want to thank God Almighty for safe trip. Everyone traveled safely and we are all back. I believe we have all met our family members in good health without any trouble. So later on, I'm going to give chance to one or two persons that traveled to Dubai to share their experience at the end of the presentation to see if what they saw really something that is worth their time and also something that is worth their focus and vision. But right now, I'm going to move with full speed to educate us on what Kompwnd is all about. By the special grace of God, we're not going to waste a lot of time tonight. So, welcome once again to the Kompwnd business presentation. We need to understand what Kompwnd is all about. At the mention of the word compound, you should realize that the word compound is not an English word. Even the way it's spelled is not an English word. Don't go and spell it as the normal compound you know. So, Kompwnd, as we all may know or we may not know, Kompwnd is actually a blockchain-based project. Kompwnd is a blockchain-based project. And being a blockchain-based project, the first thing that should come into your mind when you hear the word blockchain is sustainability. Whenever you hear the word blockchain, you should always think of sustainability. What type of blockchain powers Kompwnd? What type of blockchain powers Kompwnd? The name of blockchain that powers Kompwnd is what we call Alacrity blockchain. This may be the first time you're hearing about Alacrity blockchain, but it's very important I educate you a little on what Alacrity blockchain is all about. Alacrity blockchain is a new blockchain that is in existence, just like every other blockchain we have in existence. We have so many blockchains, ladies and gentlemen, starting from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Tron, Solana, Binance blockchain, and so on and so forth. All of these blockchains are coexisting and they are also co-competing, whereby they all help each other to achieve one aim or the other. So, Alacrity blockchain is coming with unique solutions in the blockchain ecosystem. Well, number one thing you should know about Alacrity blockchain is that Alacrity blockchain is the fastest processing blockchain in the world when it comes to transaction speed. There is no competition. Alacrity blockchain currently is the fastest processing blockchain in the world when it comes to transaction. Sorry, I'm going to mute everyone. So, the next thing you need to know about Alacrity blockchain is that this particular blockchain is the only blockchain we have available right now that you can do transaction on this particular blockchain without any gas fee. The only time you can get charged if you're using Alacrity blockchain is when you are Alacrity blockchain is integrating with any other blockchain, let's say Bitcoin blockchain, Ethereum, or whatever other blockchain. And this kind of transaction gas fee is coming from the blockchain Alacrity blockchain is associating with, not really from Alacrity blockchain. The next you need to know about Alacrity blockchain is that Alacrity blockchain as a new blockchain is bringing simplification of what blockchain should be to the blockchain ecosystem in general. And the way it is doing this is by humanizing blockchain wallet address. Before now, we all are aware that for you to be able to use any blockchain wallet address, you should be talking about a long encrypted alphabet number or special character, which most of the time you do not have the time to cram these things if you're asked to drop your wallet address again. But this time around, Alacrity blockchain has made it possible that me and you today can use our name as a blockchain wallet address. So today I can just simply say Mike, and Mike is a wallet address. And when you go to Alacrity blockchain, you should be able to see every transaction, all the blocks and chains related transaction that Mike has actually done on this particular blockchain. So, in a nutshell, Alacrity blockchain is a blockchain like every other blockchain, and is the blockchain that powers Kompwnd. Okay, so I needed to take my time to explain to you Alacrity blockchain, and you need to understand that Kompwnd itself is not a blockchain. Rather, Kompwnd is a project that is being powered on Alacrity blockchain. And Kompwnd being a project that runs on Alacrity blockchain means that Kompwnd can never ever be destroyed. Kompwnd can never ever go into extinction. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing you need to know about blockchain. Blockchain maintains what we call permanence. Any data or information that enters blockchain remains there forever. Blockchain maintains security because blockchain cannot be hacked. Blockchain maintains transparency because every transaction that you do on a particular blockchain can never ever be hidden. We should be able to see it. I send money to you, you say you cannot see it, no problem. No need of shouting. Let's go to blockchain and we sort it out and be sure whether I send money to you or not, whether you receive or not. Everything is transparent. Even transaction of last 1 million years can be sorted out on blockchain. So Kompwnd being on a blockchain is a good guarantee, it's a good security for you to relax your mind. Then the next thing you need to know about a Kompwnd is not controlled by any human being. Myself as the presenter, I'm not the controller of Kompwnd, I'm not the regulator of Kompwnd. I am only a participant on this particular project called Kompwnd, just like you and me. So what is the guarantee that this particular project is not going to flop like every other projects we have done in the past? Very simple. Is a blockchain-based project. First of all, blockchain has to do with permanence, sustainability, and security. Number two, it is a smart contract-based project. Now, I'm going to explain to you what smart contract really means, ladies and gentlemen, because I've met some people that tell me I have done 1 or 2 smart contracts that failed. Now, I begin to question them. Do you really understand what you did? And or was it because it was called a smart contract? Now, listen to me, guys. You need to understand education first before you talk about money. When you are not properly educated, you can be deceived and get scammed. Now, what is smart contracts? Smart contract, as the name applies, is really smart. Now, we are going to delete that word smart and talk about contracts. Contract, as the name implies, has to do with terms and conditions between 2 persons or a community or more persons or a country, as the case may be. So these terms and conditions could be called rules and regulations, could be called constitution. Now, for this type of terms and conditions to be valid and respected, there must be what we call an arbitrator or a legal luminary who is going to start as a third party to be able to legalize this agreement and to give it face and respect, and it will be registered in the court. This is the kind of contract me and you have been associated with, and we know about this kind of contracts. But this time around, we are talking about smart contracts. It's just like somebody telling you smartphone. What comes into your mind when you hear the word smartphone? Now, what comes into your mind when you hear the word smart contracts? Smart contract, as the name implies, is really smart. And what makes it to be smart is blockchain. Now, let me explain. Remember I told you earlier that blockchain has to do with transparency, security, permanence, and trustworthy, sustainability. So, smart contract is actually the kind of contract me and you could do using a lawyer. But this time around, we say lawyers have got compromise. Judiciary has got compromise. One of us can get money tomorrow and deal with each other, and every agreement can be messed up. For that reason, hey, Mr. A, I'm not interested in any legal agreement. I'm going to have a smart contract agreement with you. And this is how it's going to work. We write our agreement, we get a programmer, a digital programmer, who is going to actually put into programming languages our agreement. This time around, Instead of using a lawyer, this our agreement is going to be put into digital form. And it's not enough to put it into digital form, but what happened is going to be, instead of going to the court to register it, we go to blockchain and register this agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, are you following my education tonight? I want you to understand what smart contract really means. And for you to understand what smart contract really means, when some persons tell me, I've done this smart contract and it fails, I laugh because you never did smart contract. A smart contract that is truly hosted or running on a blockchain can never ever stop. It can never ever stop. It's actually what we call a barrack. Soldier goes, soldier comes, barrack remains. Okay, so smart contract in essence is what controls a compound, while compound is being powered by Alacrity blockchain, and smart contract itself is also being given energy and authority by Alacrity blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I've done enough justice to give you a clear picture of what compound is all about in a nutshell. Now I'm going to give you some features of compound for you to understand before I go straight to tell you about 3 different ways you could make money in compound. Now, the next you need to know about compound, he says who we are. One is it's a smart contract blockchain-based business. And when you hear the word smart contract, relax your mind because it has to do with trustworthiness. It has to do with you can never ever outsmart this project, and this project can never outsmart you. Everything you see in this business has been embedded and submitted to the blockchain, meaning that the compensation plan you are looking at now can never ever come tomorrow and change. I know it's going to shock you. It's going to remain like this in the next 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years to come. The only thing that can change this smart contract is me and you as community members. For the owners of this project or founders of this project to change the smart contract or whatever, they have to consult us, and we have to go to blockchain and do what we call proper voting. Through voting, when the majority says yes, the smart contract automatically will on its own execute the voting order. But if the majority says no, the smart contract will reject the vote, and the status quo will be maintained. So this is exactly what smart contract is all about, and this is exactly what compound is using to maintain sustainability. Then the next thing you need to understand about this compound project is that it's a home-based business. It's a business you can run from any part of the world. It's a business that you can run from your office, from your restroom, anywhere you are, you can do your business. The next thing you need to know about this business is a multi-business earning source backup. It's a multi-business earning source backup, meaning that it gets to do with a lot of businesses inside this particular project. I'm going to show you some of the businesses that are associated with compound. And again, the next thing you need to know, you see these key facts, 1, 2, 3, 4, they have summarized compound. The next thing you need to know is that compound is a DeFi project. It's a decentralized project. It's a decentralized platform. It's a DeFi platform. Now, I'm going to explain to you what DeFi really means. It's very important to understand, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's look at what exactly is DeFi. Now, as the name implies, DeFi stands for, you see this DE, it stands for decentralized. Look at it here, decentralized. Then the FI stands for finance. Okay, so in a nutshell, we can say that DeFi, anytime you hear the word DeFi, just bear in mind we are talking about decentralized finance platform. And now listen to me, guys. I'm going to tell you something. You see, most of the times we are always looking for what is sustainable. And when what is sustainable is shown to us, we are not always moved because we are looking for quick money. We are looking for quick money. I'm going to tell you something. There was one particular project, I will not mention the name of the company. There was one particular project in the year 2018 that was shared with me. I was the number 2 person to hear about it in the entire Africa. I did not participate in that project. Okay, their earning was not really much. But as I'm talking to you, that particular project has maintained order, even though they have faced a lot of challenges. But today, that project is talk of the town. Okay, now that project is a centralized project. What is centralization? Meaning that everybody is paying money into somebody's bank account or wherever they are paying you ROI every month. But the centralization has to do with you are not paying into anybody's bank account. I know this is still sounding like a strange story to you. How possible that I cannot pay money into somebody's account? How possible that a project can run on its own without any human being controlling it? Listen, guys, this is a possibility. And this is exactly how Bitcoin you hear about, Ethereum you hear about, Tron you hear about, Solana you hear about, Litecoin you hear about. This is exactly how they function. The founders of these projects, after founding them, they lost power. They can no longer go and take over, destroy, or manipulate what they have founded. This is what we call Web 3.0. In Web 3.0, power and authority, independence is given to the community, while there is nothing like middleman. Middleman could be a CEO, a chairman, MD. In Web 3.0, all of these are dead. What we have is decentralization. The so-called CEO of Kompwnd does not have power tomorrow to come and begin to change things here. The smart contract can never allow him. And that's why wherever you see decentralized finance platform, we are talking about DeFi stands for decentralized finance. It includes all financial products such as loan, borrowing, investment, remittances, derivatives, insurances, etc. built and run on blockchain. Don't forget this word, built and run on blockchain. Without blockchain, DeFi cannot be trusted. It's very important to understand this. Without blockchain, DeFi cannot be trusted. For a DeFi to be trusted, it must be run on blockchain. For smart contract to be trusted, it must run on blockchain. For anything to be trusted, it must run on blockchain. Now, let me shock you. Most of you that did different smart contract businesses in the past, most of those projects were not actually on blockchain. They were actually pure website projects that were automated. Automated system is different from blockchain smart contract. You need to get this very well. Now, the next thing you need to understand is why DeFi? Why DeFi? The first thing you should understand is DeFi is very important in the world of blockchain because it's globally accepted. DeFi is globally accepted. It does not need any form of scrutiny, any form of monitoring, any form of third party. It is purely decentralized. And I want you to understand something, that Kompwnd is not the first to use DeFi. DeFi has been before Kompwnd. DeFi is a blockchain global concept which any blockchain related product or platform can use. Okay, DeFi can be associated like MasterCard, Verve. You know, MasterCard and Verve are not associated with any particular bank. They are global financial institutions bigger than banks. Okay, so the next thing you need to understand about DeFi is that with DeFi, you don't need anything like ID, meaning that on this project called Kompwnd, your full name is not needed. If you are registered on Kompwnd, tell me, was there a place your full name was needed? Your email is not needed. Your phone number is not needed. Your ID card is not needed. Your face is not needed. Your thumbprint is not needed. The only thing needed is your wallet address. So your wallet address is your identity. And with your wallet address, I do not know you because every user, every member, every participant of Kompwnd or DeFi project is equals to autonomous participants. Meaning that tomorrow, if government or anyone is looking for you through this particular platform, they cannot be able to dictate who is who. And that's why globally, DeFi products can be able to break boundaries and be able to be accepted worldwide without government approval. Get it into your mind. Then, the next thing you need to understand about Kompwnd, Della, please help me to be approving people. Help me to be welcoming people. You are calm. So the next you need to to understand about Kompwnd is that Kompwnd is also a decentralized autonomous organization. So whenever you hear the word DAO, what's the full meaning of DAO? Look at it here. DAO simply stands for decentralized autonomous community or organization. Decentralized autonomous organization. This is the full meaning of DAO, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to explain something to you here. When you talk about DAO, DAO is replacing what we call corporate world. DAO is gradually going to replace corporate world. In the DAO system or in DAO community, we do not have CEO, we do not have managing director, we do not have even security man. Everybody is regarded as a community member. There is no boss. We are all boss. Meanwhile, are you calling me a boss? Do you know me? Is it not someone you know you can call a boss? In this kind of community, there is no identity. I do not know your name. You do not know my name. Yet we are community members. You can never cheat me. I can never cheat you. Yet we are on blockchain that is not monitored. Isn't this amazing, guys? This is where technology, Web 3.0, is taking the entire world to us. And it's far, far better than centralized system that can be manipulated and that can be held on ransom based on human emotions. So, Kompwnd is a DAO platform. The next you need to understand is why Kompwnd? Why Kompwnd? Now, I'm going to share certain things to you. Why Kompwnd is so important. One is that, did you know that? Have you ever heard about compounding? I'm going to just educate you a little. See, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to become super rich in this world, the secret of being rich is compounding of wealth. Some people a lot of people make a lot of money every day, but they do not know how to be rich. Some people make few money every day, but in few years they become stinkly rich because they understand the power of compounding. It's not enough to make 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. What matters is how can you sustain, duplicate this money to be able to make more money. And any particular platform that gives you the chance to duplicate your money or your assets is having your goodwill at heart. And that is exactly what Kompwnd has given to us. You see, we have so many projects that tells you earn 10% in a month. If you compound for 1 year, you earn 300%. Amazing. 300% is amazing for 1 year. Amazing, guys. I must not lie. But did you know that Kompwnd is giving you unlimited compounding without limitation? You can compound and earn over 3,600% of your assets in a year. I'm going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, how big this project is. And I'm going to share a few testimonies with you with regards to my journey so far. I'm not going to share my testimony tonight just to boast. If you know me very well, I don't brag. If you look at me very well, you see nothing to brag about me. But I'm going to share testimonies tonight to be able to make it to remain focused. Making money is all about understanding what you're pursuing, remaining focused and being passionate. Now, look very well. In Kompwnd, guys, there is what we call, it allows users to unlimited compounding and thereby cuts off crypto volatility price risk. Let me explain this, even that will give you some pictorial explanation in subsequent passage. Now, let me explain this. What this simply means is, KPW, being the native token of Kompwnd, is the only cryptocurrency with the power of compounding that can be able to withstand any level of crypto bearish trend. Meaning that even when the entire market is bleeding, every investor is crying, with KPW, you are going to be making amazing profits. And the next thing you need to understand is that we have high APY here. What is APY? APY simply means annual profit yield. Annual profit yield. That's the full meaning of APY. Sorry, guys. I need to put somebody back as the co-host. Okay, so what is KPW? KPW is the native coin of Kompwnd. Now let's look at some of the projects Kompwnd is involved into. let's look at some of the projects. The first one is e-commerce store. Kompwnd is coming up with the first e-commerce to be running on blockchain, fully decentralized and being regulated by smart contracts. For those that travel to Dubai, they saw all of this. It's possible. Currently, we have shoppingrite.io. That is not the main Kompwnd e-commerce. That one is a kind of supplement e-commerce platform. That one is a website. But the main Kompwnd e-commerce decentralized blockchain powered platform is going to be fully launched by next year. And then we also have decentralized finance, which is called OPN, Open Finance. Open Finance. Most of you don't know about OPN. OPN is like USDT. One OPN is equals to $1. Did you know that when you withdraw your KPW, to avoid your KPW losing value, did you know that you can actually swap your KPW to OPN and it will be saved there? Did you know that when you swap your Ethereum, instead of waiting for your Ethereum to go up in price or reduce in price, do you know they can swap it to OPN and it will be like keeping your money in USDT? And did you know that with OPN, you can borrow money from OPN platform, and while you are spending your money, the money you are spending is earning you interest, and the OPN foundation collects no interest from you. Instead of collecting interest from you, they give you interest while you are spending the money you borrow from them. Have you ever heard of this kind of concept before? You borrow money, you make money from borrowing. It sounds good. This is one of the things we're enjoying on Kompwnd, and this is already live. Most of you don't know about it. It's already live. Then the next thing you need to understand is freelancing platform called Skillstripe. On Skillstripe, you can be able to hire labor, and you can also get employed. And most of us do not also know about arbitrage platform that is coming up by next year, where you can be able, with the power of robot on Alacrity blockchain, you can be able to do trading without knowing how to trade. And the robot can be able to help you to buy and sell at the right time. You make profits. And did you also know about what we call custodian, where you can be able to do peer-to-peer without a human being being in control, and everything will be able to work perfectly? You can exchange Ethereum to your bank account. You can exchange Bitcoin to your local bank account. All of these are coming up on Alacrity blockchain, and many more, guys, and many more, okay, including insurance. So guys, just be ready, because right now we even have a social media platform called Hash Pages, where you can be able to make money while doing social networking, just like what you do on Facebook. You can be able to make money while you're on social media platform. Okay, let me not bore you with a lot of these opportunities. Some of them are already live on blockchain, on Alacrity blockchain, which if you want, I can show you. Some of them are yet to come into fruition. Now, let's move ahead. I'm going to go straight now to show you 3 different ways you can make money on Kompwnd, because I promised to make this particular meeting very brief. 3 different ways you can make money on Kompwnd. The first one, take note of what I'm going to explain now. The first one is what we call ROI/compounding. ROI/compounding. And ROI is very simple. In ROI, anybody can make money, guys. Nobody's forcing you to refer Mr. A or Mr. B or Mr. C for you to be able to make money in Kompwnd. Are you aware of that? Kompwnd is not centered on network marketing. Kompwnd is a pure cryptocurrency/blockchain platform. For those of us that are building a community and making extra money through referral, is optional. Kompwnd is not forcing us. Are you aware that even if you do not refer anybody, you can make crazy money while building your ROI? Okay, now let me explain all of this, guys. The first way you make money is called ROI. And how do you make money in ROI/compounding? Simply buy KPW, which is the token of Kompwnd. You can buy KPW of any amount you can afford. Okay, $50, $100, $200, $1 million, $1 billion is your choice. Okay, whatever you can afford. So now let's assume I am going to start this business with 1 million KPW. Just help me wherever you are right now. Get your calculator and follow my analysis. If so, you can be able to understand. This is business we are talking about. You don't need to just be looking. You need to be practical to be sure it's worth your money. So now let's assume I'm going to start with 1 million KPW. And let's assume this 1 million KPW, it goes for 1 cent. And that's actually how much it was when I joined this particular project, 1 cent. So 1 million KPW is going to be equivalent of $10,000. So I've invested $10,000 and I'm going to see how this $10,000 can come out, since I made a bold claim that even in a bearish market, I cannot lose my $10,000, rather I will be able to make more money. Now let's see. Now, did you know that with the power of compounding, I'm going to make crazy money? And how does it work? This 1 million KPW I deposited or I invested is staking. Now, after staking this 1 million KPW, this 1 million KPW goes to the blockchain and the blockchain bonds it for life. And the blockchain now allows me to be minting 1% of the 1 million KPW every single day. This 1% of 1 million KPW is 10,000 KPW. So I have the chance or the opportunity or the right to either withdraw it as long as the value is up to $50 per day, or I have the chance to compound it as long as the value is up to $40 per day. So if I compound this 1 million KPW, let's say for the next 1 year, listen guys, there is no need to say, I must compound for 1 year, nobody's forcing you. But if you want to make money, guys, always work with a long term. Stop being myopic in terms of money making, going for money for 1 bag of rice and all that. Okay. If you want to buy rice, always think of buying trailers of rice. That's how to be rich. Don't go for 1 bag of rice. This is just an illustration. Okay. So if you want to make money, always think a long term, guys. So I am going to compound my earning for the next 1 year. I'm going to compound my earning for the next 1 year. I'm not forcing you to do the same thing. Always do what is suitable for you. Okay. So if I compound my earning for the next 1 year, that means my 1 million KPW in the next 1 year is going to be equivalent of 37,700,000 and something KPW. 37,700,000 KPW is what I'm going to be having in the next 1 year, guys. Now, remember, I bought 1 million KPW at the rate of how much? 1 cent. 1 million KPW at the rate of 1 cent. Okay. Now, currently, let's assume now that I have 37.7 million KPW, the price of KPW is no longer 1 cent. It has depreciated because KPW is a volatile coin and the market is in a bearish trend. So meaning that my 1 million KPW, my 37 million KPW, the price of each of them is no longer 1 cent, but 0.003, meaning that my money has lost 70% value. What lost 70% value? My 1 million KPW. Good. Now, what I'm going to do is I will now calculate 37 million KPW, which I now have, by 0.003. Do the calculation and let me know what you're going to get. What you're going to be getting is around $113,000, guys. It's already nice. Let me reduce my voice. $113,000. That's what you're going to be getting within 1 year, and in a market that's already bleeding, where every investor is already crying. You are making this kind of profit in a bearish market. Isn't this amazing? So this is one of the ways you can make money in compound, and it is called ROI/compounding. What if you don't want to compound? If you don't want to compound, guys, nobody's forcing you. Earn your daily 1%, withdraw daily as long as the value is up to $50. And within 200 days, if you are not compounding anything, your smart contract will end. If you want to do again, you do. If you don't want to do again, it's your choice. You have lost nothing. Then the second way you make money is what we call direct referral bonus. This is very straight to the point. Direct referral bonus is for community builders or affiliate marketers. It's not for mere investor who is not interested in building. You earn 10% of whomever you bring in, any amount of KPW the person invests, you earn 10% of it. Mind you guys, not 10% of the dollar amount the person starts with, not 10% of $100,000, not 10% of $1,000, but 10% of the total amount of KPW this person buys. Let's say, for instance, I buy 1 million KPW and I invest 1 million KPW. As my direct upline, you are going to earn 10% of 1 million KPW, which is 100,000 KPW instantly. Mind you, this KPW is money. It's money. It may be low today. It may be amazingly up tomorrow. So this is the second way you make money. The third way you make money here is called daily level income. Daily level income. And daily level income is very simple. This is the main money, what we call the main oil well. Most of you have not seen what I'm seeing here. Like you see in this daily level income currently, this daily level income is what increases my earning every day. That every day through this particular one, I am not poorer than $500 to $700 every day. Within 2 months, I started this business. Within 2 months. Do you know what it means? What it means is that as I am right now, even if I don't want to do this business again, even if I'm not building a community again, even if I fold my hands, I cannot be poorer than $500 to $700 every single day in residual income. This is the real residual income we have been looking for in network marketing. For many years, we have been in the network marketing. And one good thing is that we have security here in terms of blockchain and reliable smart contract, guys. So now I'm going to dissect this third way of making money. Another name for this third way of making money is what we call matching bonus. But before I talk about it, let me explain something to you. Did you know that in daily level income, you can be able to earn 41% of the entire daily earning of all your people under you from first to 15th generation? Did you hear me very well? 41% of all your entire community under you from first to 15th generation. I guess you did not hear me very well. Now, what this means is this. Most of you must have been hearing me or reading me posting on social, on different groups. $20,000 daily earning is a possibility. I know you'll be sounding, wow, what possible this is gonna be. Now, let me shock you here. Did you know that if everybody under your community from first to 15th generation is earning every day, let's say 10 million KPW in total, you are entitled to 41% of it, which is 4,100,000 KPW. Can you bring that to a calculator and do 4,100,000 KPW? Just simply multiply it by 0.005. Tell me how much you're going to get. Over $18,000 every single day in residual income. No monthly, not weekly, daily, guys. If you know the kind of money we're going to make here with peace of mind, I don't see anything that will get you distracted. Let me show you how this works. Matching bonus has criteria. It has rules, do's and don'ts if you want to earn matching bonus here. The first generation, before you to earn from first generation, you will need at least 20,000 KPW in your wallet. This is the beginning of your journey. If you have less than 20,000 KPW, please and please do whatever you can through referral bonus or with your money to top up your KPW. And once you have 20,000 KPW, bear in mind that you cannot earn from first, second, third, fourth to 5th generation with your 20,000 KPW. You have met the first condition to earn from first to 5th generation. Then for the 1st generation, the second requirement is that you must have referred at least one person who joins with at least 20,000 KPW like you. Right now, your 1st generation earning has got activated. Anybody that joins your 1st generation from anywhere, you cannot earn 10% of their daily earning. 10% of their daily earning, not 10% of their total tokens, but 10% of their daily earning. 10% of their total token is direct referral bonus, which happens only once. Good. Then the 2nd generation, you need to have referred at least 2 persons. You need to have referred at least 2 persons. And these 2 persons must start with at least total of 40,000 kpw. This time around, your second generation gets activated. You can now earn 5% from second generation, 10% from first generation. I hope this is clear. Total of 15% in first to second generation alone. This is crazy every day. Then the third generation, you must have personally sponsored at least 3 investors who are either building a team or who are not building a team. It does not matter whether they are building or they are not building, as long as you have 3 that have total of 60,000 kpw in your community, you can now earn from first generation to third generation, which is 10, 15, sorry, 10, fifth, and 4%. Total of 19% from first to third generation. This is huge, guys. Don't look down on this. I know what I'm enjoying here. Then the fourth generation, you will need at least 4 persons you have personally sponsored. 4 persons you have personally sponsored. And these 4 persons must have at least 80,000 kpw in total. 80,000 kpw in total. Now your fourth generation gets activated. You can now earn 3% from your fourth generation, while your third generation 3%, 4%, second generation 5%, third generation is 10%. So total of what? 22% from first to fourth generation. Then the fifth generation, you must have sponsored at least 5 persons only. 5 persons only. And these 5 persons must have total of 200,000 kpw. And you yourself, only 20,000 kpw is enough to make you qualify. 100,000 kpw, your entire team, 20,000 kpw, you personally, 5 persons you are sponsored personally, you are now entitled to earn 2% from the fifth generation, which is now going to be total of 24% from first to fifth generation. This is amazing, guys. Then from the sixth generation, from 6th to 7th generation, 6 to 7, not 6 alone, 6 to 7, you must have sponsored 6 persons only. Once you have sponsored 6 persons only, and you have 60 kpw in your name right now, and the total of 360 kpw for your entire team, you are now qualified to earn from 5th to 7th generation. 5th to 7th generation, 2%. Then from your 7th to 9th, 10th generation, 7th to 10th generation, look at this, 7th to 10th generation, you must have personally sponsored just 7 persons only, not 10 persons, 7 persons only. And this time around, you must have at least 700,000 kpw, which your entire team has as tokens. This is too poor because 1 person can even have 1 person that has 700,000 kpw is even small. But we are talking about your entire team, guys. This time around, you must have at least 100,000 kpw in your name, and this time around, you can earn from 5th to 10th generation 2%. Then let's move over to 11th to 12th generation. You must have at least in your name 160,000 kpw, 11th to 12th generation. And the total team under you, 11th to 12th generation, must be 1,280,000 kpw, not human being, no, this is kpw. And this is very, very affordable. This is not even up to $10,000 right now. And with this, you can now earn from 5th to 12th generation, 2% of everybody there. Then from your 13th to 15th generation, you must have sponsored only 9 persons, only 9 persons, only 9 persons. And now you must have at least 200,000 kpw personally deposited, and everybody in your community must have at least 1,800,000 kpw. Most of us here even have more than this, individually. And now you can earn from 13 to 15 generation 1%. So from first to 15 generation put together 41%, guys. This is exactly what we stand to make in Kompwnd. Somebody will be asking, we have only 3 ways to make money in Kompwnd. That means the ways of making money are short. No, these 3 ways are powerful. These 3 ways are powerful. And can I shock you a great news? By first week of August, we are going to get a big announcement. Ranking bonuses are going to be enrolled, but they will not be on smart contract. These 3 ways are on smart contract. They cannot be changed. They cannot be altered. Nothing can be added. Remember, once smart contract is deployed, for it to be improved or upgraded, the community has to vote in favor. And right now, the ranking bonus is not going to be a smart contract based bonus, but it's going to be outside smart contract. But we are going to be making money from the ranking. I will not talk much about it until it's fully deployed. But trust me, ranking bonus alone can make you super rich, and it is easier than these 3 ways of making money. Now, let me quickly round up this presentation. Why should you start this particular project early? Buy KPW at low price and invest large KPW quantity for higher daily dividend, guys. I'm going to conclude this presentation with a story of how Ethereum started. How many of us here know when Ethereum started? Ethereum started in the year 2015 at the rate of 0.31, 31 cents. Did you know that from 2015 to date, Ethereum has done over 1,000,000% profit? Did you hear me well? Ethereum has done over 1,000,000% profit in less than 8 years. Let me ask you a question. If you buy and have like 1 million to 10 million KPW right now, and it takes KPW in the next 10 years to make you 1,000,000% of whatever you invest, guys, does it make sense? Is it too long? The answer is too short. So guys, this is the best time to be part of this project. This is the best time. Do not ever delay. Do not ever delay. God bless you for being part of this presentation. I am going to allow us right now to ask our questions. But before we ask our questions, I'm going to check if anyone here attended we are one of those that, anyone here was one of those that followed us to Dubai. Do we have Bishop? Okay, Bishop did not attend, very sorry. Do we have Priska here? Priska, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, just in 1 to 2 minutes, could you just share your experience with regard to the Dubai event?
Okay. My experience in the Dubai event is, number one, the CEO of this company is a human, in short. Is somebody anybody will want to work with. It's not a dubious person. It's somebody that has integrity. In short, the spirit, the kind of spirit I saw in him is, in short, I love that. You know, because we have been working with some beasts, I call it CEO. I am sorry using that word. Then this second thing I experienced is that the business is sustainable, very, very sustainable, and it has that longevity. It's not where you will put your money and be scared of losing your money. It is where you put your money, even if you're not networking, you're not like us that are networkers that are bringing in people, that money will come back to you with a good profit. Just keep on compounding. If you want compound, if you don't want, you can be withdrawing your money. And another thing I saw in Dubai is that this company is investing in the real thing, not investing as in, it's not a business of monkey the walk, baboon the shop. You walk, you earn. Like now, there are so many companies you enter, you're working, but you're not even seeing the money. They will just be showing off, maybe big offices, big this, big that, but people will withdraw money, they cannot see their money. Here, you withdraw money and you will see their money instantly because it's a decentralized platform. Any business you're joining that is not decentralized, in fact, I don't know what I would say. Here, the Kompwnd is a decentralized platform where you are in control, you are in charge of your business. And they want to put smiles on people's faces. They want as in to change the life of people. They want you and I to be happy. They really took care of us. In short, they lodged us in a 5-star hotel, as in they took us around Dubai. You know, we are just enjoying, and the enjoyment started enjoying us. We'll be outside during the night. We don't even know that it is night. So they really took care of us. And you know, this business is where you enter. If you are the kind of person that loves traveling, we have a lot of traveling on the way, a lot. And anybody that joins now, once the coins appreciate, you're already making good profits. So this is the best time for you to join. I love the business so much. In fact, it's not, I'm just coming into my house now because I went to register some people and do seminars, small seminar for some people that called me. You know, I'm just driving in and I joined the Zoom. So our experience and my own experience is super, super awesome. And I want to see everybody on this call in Thailand come August next month.
Bless you. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
God bless you. The energy is contagious. God bless you, my leader.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to give room to just 2 more persons to share the experience. Please help me to be very brief so we can go straight to the questions and answers. Mr. Rufus, share your experience with us, sir. Mr. Rufus, are you here? Mr. Rufus, are you here, sir? Okay, I guess Mr. Rufus is not here. Who else went to Dubai with us here? Mr. ID, are you here, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sir. In a nutshell, can you just tell us your experience without any form of pleasing anyone?
Right. Once again, thank you for the opportunity, and good evening, everyone, for being on the call. Yeah, I was privileged to be part of the group that went for the Dubai experience. To say the least, is going to be one of the real, opportunity to meet with a developer of a project. Looking straight into his eyes, it speaks volume. You can tell of sincerity and genuineness, somebody who really has the heart of people to really deliver something that will benefit the entire, users of the program or the platform. Like Priska has rightly said, this man has a genuine heart to want to really ensure that everybody wins with this opportunity. Without mincing words, is quite different from what I've seen in the past or experienced in the past, whereby people, you can tell from the way they sound, from the way they talk, you can tell that this is a whole lie, but you can see from his expression and the team around him, where everybody here are all say that this is an opportunity that's going to stand the test of time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that this is the best time for you to really be part of this opportunity. Everything cannot just be unfolded to you at a glance, but we are taking the moment as we take one step, they keep unfolding. Now, you don't want to be told tomorrow that when they were talking about Kompwnd in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months. Among the things that you want to consider is the timing of an opportunity. Now, we get scared because sometimes at the beginning, it looks like, will this thing really matured well or not? Now, vision is one thing that can tell you how far a thing can go. By the vision that we were exposed to in Dubai, I can tell you that this Kompwnd thing has come to stay, and the people behind it, they are genuine. The project is all on its own. It's a sound project that has truly an autonomous, system that can run on its own. So guys, I really, really enjoyed my trip to Dubai, and I'm looking forward to the next one as well. And I'll be happy to see you to be part of this journey with us. Thank you, Mr. Hero, for this platform and opportunity as well.
All right, thank you, my super leader. God bless you. Let's give one more chance to one other lady. Do we have Geneka here? Geneka, please, if you are here, just in a nutshell, just tell us your experience.
Good evening, boss. Yeah, I was opportune to be at Dubai, and it was a great experience to me. But one thing I noticed about the whole thing is this: the role model, the person we look onto as the CEO of this company called Kompwnd. I'm a good judge of character. When I look at people, I can tell you what they are made of. In fact, when I look at the man, that was the confidence home with. When you talk of hiking, it's not for this company. He will tell you the things the way it is. In fact, everything about him is just the way it is. And that is one thing I learned in there. When I came home, I was telling myself, if this man could be this humble, then who am I to go out there and keep on hiking, saying things that are not supposed to be? So that gave me enough confidence. My going to Dubai is enough experience for me and my team members. In fact, since yesterday, I've been telling stories about Dubai and I've been telling stories about KPW. So without hiding, I think KPW is being to work with. In fact, with all confidence and everything, I am here and here, we are here together. That's just it. The business is good. The comp plan is good. The new thing, the one thing that motivates me the more, the way he's bringing out things, new things every day. In fact, this thing to make this company to go forward. Every day new experience, every day new things, every day new. No, I think the company is a drama queen, and all the way Thailand. Here we come. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Your experience is quite motivating. All right, every other person that attended the Dubai event, I know you have good news to share. In the next Zoom we are going to have on Wednesday, all of you are going to share your experience in the next Zoom on Wednesday and Saturday. Gradually, everyone will share his or her experience. So, pardon me, we are going to stop the testimony for now. We are going to go straight to questions and answers. And right now, we have Mr. Dari Koda Olu. Please, if I call you, if I pronounce your name wrongly, pardon me, understand, and go ahead with the question.
You tried. You tried. My name is Dari Koda Olu is the name.
Okay, sir.
You're right.
Go ahead with your question.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the feedback from those of you guys that went to Dubai. Good feedback. Now, I listened to the presentation by the presenter. The presentation was quite good. Now, you talked about us, taking position now, citing the example of Ethereum and what have you. Yeah. Yes, Ethereum may have made 1,000. Ethereum may have made 1,000. A million. What do you call it? A million percent shares, right? Good. That is Ethereum. There are so many other coins that have also started after Ethereum that did not even last 1 year. A number of smart contracts, a number of coins that were introduced in less than 2-3 years that did not stand the test of time are there. So are we sure that Kompwnd will last the test of time? That's number one. Number two, how much is KPW now? How much is KPW now? That if we want to take a position now, is it what now? Because yes, we know the market is down now. Bitcoin and oils are down. How do we determine the price of KPW to know that it is low and it's a good time to buy? That's number two. Now, number three, you talked about the 3 different ways of making money, and the fourth one coming first week in August. You said that will be ranking, whatever. Now, these first 3, which one is guaranteed that, okay, because, as an investor, you may invest your money now and something unforeseen may happen and you need to take out part of your money, how easy or how flexible is this investment in that regard? Those are my 3 questions. Thank you.
God bless you, Mr. Dare. You
Thank you.
have really poured out your mind. I could just feel the way your passion was being exercised. I can see you now breathing properly. You're so happy you have exhausted your expressed yourself. That's good. That's good, sir. All right. So let me start with any of your questions I can remember. I think the first question I can remember here is you said you made mention of Ethereum saying Ethereum could make 1 million percent. Does not mean that there were not other coins after Ethereum or before Ethereum that could not sustain the test of the time. Yes, sir. That is the simple truth. Nobody is doubting these facts. We have a lot of shit coins on the cryptocurrency ecosystem. We have a lot of shit coins, and at the same time, when we see shit coins, we know, and when we see good projects, we know. Okay, when projects like Ethereum was on, most people here were blind. They were busy pursuing shit coins like TBC, the billion coin, and pursuing all other those coins and all that, like even one coin and all that. These things were what we call the cryptocurrency, but they were not even cryptocurrency. They were scams. Okay, so one thing you should know about KPW in regards to your feeling and your fear is that KPW is not just a token. KPW has its own mother blockchain. Go and check out all the coins that have left the coin market cap, that have left the coin ecosystem. Did they have their own organic blockchain? Go and look at all the coins that are doing wonderfully well. Ethereum has its own organic blockchain. Solana has its own organic blockchain. Bitcoin has its own organic blockchain. Tron has its own organic blockchain. Polygon has its own organic blockchain. But any coin, listen to me, any coin that is not running on its own organic blockchain does not mean that it cannot last, does not mean that it's a scam. But there is a high probability that the founders or the team behind the coin are not, may not likely be serious because they have nothing to lose. They have not invested hugely. Nobody can deploy a full blockchain that requires multi-million dollars, that requires years of time to be developed. And after developing it, the person will just run away. So these are things you have to consider. Then with regards to your next question, there was a question you asked. Can you remind me your third question? Okay, where you asked about
I asked about the current price of KPW. You said the price is low now. Simply because all coins are low.
Let's take it one after the other. The current price of KPW is around 0.004 something, 0.005. It's not fees. It's not fees, sir, because it's not a USDT. If you're looking for a fixed currency or cryptocurrency on Alacrity blockchain, you go and buy OPN. OPN is volatile. OPN is $1, is equivalent of $1. It does not go up, it does not come down. But if you're talking about KPW, it's volatile. It goes up, it comes down. But one thing we are sure, and we are assuring ourselves here, is that no matter what happens, no matter.
So we have to bid to be able to buy, right? We have to bid for a good price. Is that what you are saying? We have to bid.
What's your question, sir? Mr. Dara, are you there?
Did you hear me?
What's your question?
I'm there. Sorry, the network is. I'm saying we have to buy the coin on an exchange, and it has to be subject to the dynamics of the market. Is it?
You have to buy the coin. You have to buy the coin at any particular rate convenient to you, sir. If you want to buy now, you buy. If you want to buy tomorrow, you buy. Anytime you are buying, you always see the price there.
Okay.
All right, God bless you, Mr. Dare. Do we have
All right, thank you.
question? Any other question from any other person?
Yes, I have a question. I have a question, please.
Okay, all right. So
Yes.
another person that wants to ask a question, raise your digital hand so we can mention, we can call you. Go ahead, my brother, ask your question, Trico.
Okay. I asked this question in the group, but you asked me to wait until we have KPW dot on the block coin market cap. Yeah. Why don't we have it among the list of tokens and cryptos on the coin market cap? Yeah, that's my question.
God bless you, Trico. Can you hear me, Trico?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, God bless you. Now, this is the answer to your question, Mr. Trico. We should understand this so that any other person can be able to explain very well to your prospect, your investor, to your team member. Listen very well, guys. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, like I said earlier, some coins are just launching a token as a project. And whenever such tokens come, they can launch on already existing blockchains. For instance, if I create my own token now, I can decide to launch on Binance blockchain. I can decide to launch on Ethereum blockchain. I can decide to launch on Tron blockchain. If I launch on already existing blockchain, I have already got a job done for me ahead of the time. It's not the same thing with a blockchain, a new blockchain coming out. A new blockchain coming out, before it can be able to list its tokens on CoinMarketCap. Meanwhile, CoinMarketCap is not a yardstick to mention a good project. Always bear this in mind. CoinMarketCap is an individual website it's a business website where people list out different coins. Even owners of the website accept scam and non-scam. What matters is you pay the money, the list. But anyway, let me explain, answer your question. Now, Alacrity blockchain is the main project. Kompwnd is not the main project. Alacrity blockchain is the main project. Every coin on Alacrity blockchain cannot be listed on CoinMarketCap until Alacrity blockchain bridges with every other blockchain in existence. No blockchain is an island. No blockchain can exist on its own without interacting with other blockchains. So currently, Alacrity blockchain is only bridging with Ethereum blockchain. But by September, October, we are going to see Alacrity blockchain bridge with a lot of other blockchains like Bitcoin, Binance, Polygon, Tron, Parachain, and a lot of other blockchains. So after a bridging with all of these blockchains, it cannot be able to be listed on mainstream exchanges, which has to be first of all decentralized exchange, because Alacrity is a home of decentralization. It cannot leave decentralized exchanges and begin to go for exchanges like Binance. Binance is a centralized exchange, and centralized exchanges are not full-fledged blockchain exchanges, guys. Centralized exchanges are mostly website exchanges, and they are regulated by government, SEC, and other EFCC. But if you talk about decentralized, they are not being regulated. They are full blockchain exchanges controlled by blockchain. Okay, so Alacrity blockchain, after bridging with other blockchains, is going to be listed on PancakeSwap. It's a decentralized exchange. It's called DEX platform. It's going to be listed on Uniswap. It's going to be listed on SushiSwap and so many other decentralized exchanges. And then it will now choose one or two centralized exchanges to list. And that's when you can be able to see it automatically listed on CoinMarketCap. Listing a coin on CoinMarketCap is even what scammers can do. If I create a coin, if I'm a scammer and I create a coin today, believe me, bro, in less than 7 days, I can list my coin on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. And in less than a few days, I can get some centralized exchanges to carry my coin and start trading. But that's not a guarantee that my project is real. That's not a guarantee that my project will last. That's why most of us here have got scammed, all in the name of it's on CoinMarket, it's on CoinGecko. Please get the real knowledge so that you don't always keep rushing fast because of CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is good. CoinMarketCap is also a place of, it's a free market where scammers and genuine people are having free styling activities. Just get this properly in your mind. Then the next question is coming from Pastor Tim. Pastor Tim, please unmute yourself and ask your question, sir.
Hello, yeah. Am I on?
Go ahead, sir. Pastor Tim, unmute yourself and ask your question, sir.
Oh, I'm still not speaking. Oh, no, I'm trying to do this.
Pastor
Hello?
Tim, yeah, you go ahead. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. I wanted to give my own testimony from Dubai, but unfortunately, when what you just say about the coin market cap is very correct. We have that experience in just recent past. So many coins that are coin market cap, there doesn't mean that they are real, genuine coin. So that is very, very correct, 100% correct. We have that recent information, and it made so many people bankruptcy in the recent past. What I want to ask, the question I want to ask is, actually, though we have seen it in the group, there are some people that are here, and because of the recording that we pass to some other people that are not here. Can you just say, give us a brief information about the qualification to the Thailand, so that we all hear it again? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot for the question and the reminder. Sincerely, I would have forgotten. So it's always good to ask questions. When you ask questions, it helps the presenter to remember what he or she cannot remember immediately. So for the Thailand qualification, it's very simple. With this Thailand qualification, I expect to see all of us like over 200 to 500 persons in Thailand by August. And how does it work? Very simple. You just need total team sales of $20,000 with these conditions. Let's assume you have 10 persons in your first generation. First generation has to do with people you personally sponsored. Out of these 10 persons, only 5 persons or 5 flex will be considered, okay? This $20,000 sales, first of all, is not your personal effort. It's not your personal effort. It is you and your team from your first to 15th generation. The total sales from your first to 15th generation will qualify you. And each of your leg has to produce $4,000 minimum. Meaning 4,000 times 5 legs is equals to $20,000 sales. When any of your, let's say your one leg produces $20,000, you have not qualified. If your one leg produces $20,000, you have not qualified. If your 2 legs produce 10,000, you have not qualified. If your 3 legs produce 20,000, you have not qualified. If your 4 legs produce 20,000, you have not qualified. Your 5 legs must produce 20,000. And from first to 15th generation can make it happen. From first to 15th generation can make it happen. As simple as that. I hope this is clear to everyone. And Pastor Tim, is it clear to you, sir?
Yes, sir, it's clear to me now, yeah.
God bless you. Now, I'm going to go over to the chat box. I think we have some questions in the chat box. Let me read some of these questions. The first question is saying, good evening, everyone. How long has KPW been in operation, please? Okay, Kompwnd, not really KPW. Kompwnd has been in operation. Alacrity blockchain / Kompwnd have been in operation since 2021. The blockchain itself, Alacrity, was launched in the year 2020. They started development of this blockchain in the year 2017 and they deployed it in 2020. And throughout 2020, they were test running. By 2021, they launched it by July 2021. Then by December 2021, December, they actually started marketing this platform called Alacrity Blockchain and Kompwnd. So this is how long it has been. Mr. Valerian or Mrs. Valerian do not know. Then we have the next question coming from TechnoSpark 8B. It says, my question is this: how is the company going to generate all these bonuses they have promised? Good question. Now you need to understand something, Mr. Spark, TechnoSpark, whatever your real name is, please pardon me. That's what I'm saying here, TechnoSpark. In terms of these bonuses, you should understand that Kompwnd is not paying you real dollars immediately. Let's say you have $10,000. You are going to buy KPW with it, and you are going to be getting paid back in KPW, not in USDT, not in dollar, not in pounds. So meaning that Kompwnd is paying you with their own currency. And getting their own currency is not a problem to them, my dear. Have you not ever heard of what we call airdrops? Airdrops are real money. Like as I'm talking to you, if you go to Binance, I have some coins that are worth around $100 and more, 500 and all that. I received through airdrop. I did not buy them. Binance gave them to me because I'm holding Tron. If you hold large quantity of Tron like me, you could hold like 600,000, 2 million Tron. They will be giving you some airdrops. And those airdrops are free money. They're giving you free money. Now, can you ask Binance or those crypto community, where are they getting all this free money they're sharing? It's very simple. Every cryptocurrency you see, first of all, is actually equals to what? Nothing. Let me explain this to everyone. Bitcoin, when it started, was equals to nothing. Ethereum, when it started, is equals to nothing. KPW, when it started, is equals to nothing. What makes all of these assets or cryptos to become reasonable and valuable are the communities around them, the humans that believe in them. We are the people that make the so-called currencies or cryptos to become real money. Without me and you accepting Naira, Naira will be equals to nothing. It will be a mere paper. Okay? So when you ask this question, my question is, how is this company going to generate all these bonuses that they are promised? They're generating all these bonuses through KPW. And KPW, they are in control of it. CBN is not printing KPW for them. They are printing it for themselves. Okay? Then the next question, you say, I mean, where and how do they make profit as company or generate liquidity for exchange? In terms of, look at this question as in terms of liquidity is very, very important. I explain it. This is the most important question I've seen in your question right now. When it comes to liquidity, you see those USDT Ethereum you are using to buy KPW, where do you think they're going to? They're going to the blockchain, they're going to the decentralized blockchain exchange. And they are giving you KPW in exchange of those cash. Those cash are the liquidity. You, the buyer and investor, you are the liquidity provider indirectly. And when it comes to withdrawal, decentralized exchanges are the most reliable exchanges. If you want to buy any particular coin on the centralized exchange, it's not like centralized exchange. Centralized exchange could lack cash or liquidity pool. That's why sometimes when you go to Binance, you want to make withdrawal. Binance will tell you one so particular coin has been suspended or locked up because so many withdrawals were coming and they're about to get, their liquidity pool is about to get exhausted. They now lock it and allowing deposits to come in. Indirectly, centralized exchanges operate like banks, but the centralized exchange does not operate like that. It does not lock up withdrawal, it does not lock up deposits. Even if everybody keeps withdrawing from morning till midnight, no centralized exchange can lack liquidity pool because it's designed that way. The more you are trying to buy large quantity of coins or get more money from the centralized exchange, from the liquidity pool, the more it's beating against you through what we call slippage. And this slippage cannot allow you to smart that liquidity pool. Anytime you want, you say, for instance, you want to buy 10 Bitcoin on the centralized exchange. Don't buy at once 10 Bitcoins. because centralized exchange can give you exactly what you expect. Decentralized exchange will give you far, far lesser, because it's protecting the liquidity pool. It cannot be that liquidity pool. You cannot withdraw everything. You cannot clear it. Like that's how it works. Then we also have a comment coming from, okay, I think this one is private, from Della to me, the ecosystem backing KPW. Della, I've talked about different ecosystem backing KPW, OPN, a lot of projects like social media, open finance. We have a lot of other projects backing KPW. I mentioned all of this during my presentation, and I believe it's clear to everyone. Please, if you still have any question, I have someone raising his hand. And after this question, we are going to end the presentation tonight because it's already getting late. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. So Vivian, ask your question, Vivian. After your question, we can end the presentation. And next, by tomorrow, we continue the questions and answers. Vivian, ask your question, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening. My question goes like this. In this Thailand trip participation, you made mention of 15 deep level team, and I did not understand it very well because I was meant to understand that it's 5 legs, each leg for $4,000. Then on this 15th level team, I don't get it. Does it mean maybe if second or third generation, my second or my third generation has a $4,000 sales, does it qualify me? Is that what it means? Maybe if I have like maybe 4,000 from fourth generation, another 4,000 from third generation, another 4,000 from sixth generation, does it qualify, or must it be directly under me?
Okay, Vivian, maybe you didn't listen properly when I was explaining. This based on this Thailand qualification, it's not all about your direct sales or your personal efforts. Your total team sales qualifies you. Even if somebody in your 15th generation buys makes investment of $4,000, that leg has qualified you. It doesn't need to be your first generation or second or third. Anywhere from the generation qualifies, and it must not be 4,000 at once. It can be $100, $200. The accumulation of 4,000 from that leg, you have qualified, or even $4,000 from one person from that leg, you have qualified. As long as it's from first to 15th generation, anything below 15th generation does not count.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
All right, God bless you. God bless you. Okay, somebody is asking, how much can someone use for the first time to invest? Must it be 100,000 KPW? No, my dear Galazin, note B. It must not be 100,000 KPW. Whatever you can afford, please start with. Whatever you can afford, please start with. Then Mr. Della, this your suggestion is wonderful, but come to my private Zoom, my private WhatsApp. Help me to understand your suggestion. Maybe in the next Zoom, we will apply it. All right, guys, God bless you. We have to end the video tonight. If you have more questions to ask, get ready for tomorrow. Our Zoom meetings are normally Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, but yesterday we could not have the Zoom meeting because of a lot of activities yesterday. By the time we came back from Dubai, a lot of people were waiting to be attended to, and I gave them all the time yesterday, and that's why we shifted the Monday Zoom to Tuesday. So tomorrow being Wednesday, we are going to have another Zoom meeting, and by tonight, we are going to bring out the Zoom link tonight for tomorrow, so you can start inviting your prospects. Good night, everyone, and see you tomorrow.
Good night, sir.
Good night.